Filling that chair ably, the wonderful Miss Suzanna Choffel.
Thank you.
And on my very far left, the great singer-songwriter who I'm proud to call my friend. We haven't played together for a good while, and I'm really glad he's here for Monday Night Supper Club, Mr. Bettencourt. And you're going to kick it off, Eric, because you're over that side and Barbara's not here, so I'm in charge. So watch it all go to shit.
And that's me.
Oh, really, me, huh? The one who's probably played the least out of all of us?
There you go.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna look at it.
Hey, I wouldn't do it if I didn't know that you could do it, Eric.
Did somebody just say, yeah, I think I just heard somebody already asked for a song, so I'll just play that one.
Perfect. Easy.
This one was popularized so far by our good friend Pat Byrne. When he recorded it, it had been too long since, for me, I had written it a couple of years before that, and I kept saying, I'll do it. So he just said, fuck you, and he did it. And it's been another 2 years. I still haven't done it. Anyway, somebody record this, I'll just put it on Spotify, get it done with. You said I should have tried harder. I said I didn't know what that meant. You said it is what it is then. You said it is what it is till it isn't. We was always talking past one another. It's like the sound waves were bent. And though I plead for understanding, you said it is what it is till it isn't. Yes, you said it is what it is till it isn't. Maybe we should just let go. You pretend I never came. Maybe we could try to find some peace of mind in this beautiful mistake. We had to look behind door number 2 and play your game outside the limits. And though I begged and I pleaded, but you still did it. Oh, I guess it is what it is till it isn't. Yes, I guess it is what it is till it isn't. and now I lean into the pain. The sorrow is quite magnificent. And though you're begging and pleading, I said it is what it is till it isn't. Yes, I said it is what it is till it isn't. Now you know it is what it is till it isn't. Yes, you know it is what it is.
Eric Bettencourt.
Thank you.
That is a song that Colin Brooks would say, this is the song for what's her name, wherever she is. You know? What's her name, wherever she is?
Dead on.
Good old what's her name?
Susanna Choffel.
That was a strong start that I have to follow. Damn. Eric. Beautiful. Gorgeous. All the feels. Okay. Well, I'm really happy to be here tonight. Thank you for asking me, Ken.
No, pleasure. Well, all the other times when you'd come and played, I was back in England, so we didn't get to do
yeah,
it.
that's right.
So I think in all
I
the time
forgot.
I've known you, this is probably the first time we've gotten to play
Shit,
together.
that's right. Okay. Yeah. We run into each other a lot.
Yeah.
We talk about writing and music a lot, but we haven't gotten to
Yeah.
share a stage, which is really cool. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna play a few songs from I have a new album coming out this year.
Yeah.
At some point, just greasing the wheels on that, and this is one of those. It's called from that album. It's called Get Out, and yeah, just about kind of following the thread, not staying in your cave, which can be easy to do sometimes, especially after having 2 children. So anyway. Gonna get out the pages, get out the house, get out my way, get out and about, till I tear all this old time. Gonna scream like a banshee in the middle of the night, until I reach the ears of the moon so bright. Gonna make that sound, gonna wake that sound. 'Cause ain't no holding back what's golden. It'll burst right through those seas. It'll find you to remind you not to give up on your dreams. Oh, don't you give up on your pretty dreams. Oh, late at night, just before I sleep, and my eyes get heavy and my mind is weak. Well, the spirits, they start to speak, and I find myself brought to the song. It's telling me that I belong and I can't rest while till I tear up this whole town. Till I tear up this whole town. Till I tear up this whole town.
Yeah.
I'm flanked by two amazing guitarists. How cool is that? All right, y'all are officially hired. And by the way, pardon my allergies. I am suffering through like the most hellacious oak or mold or whatever is out there that I've ever done experience. So.
Yeah, but you're one of the few people I know, because you've got such a dynamic voice. You can get the highs and you can get the lows.
Yeah.
When you get those things, it actually adds to it. When I get those things, I sound like Tom Waits on a bad day. You know what I mean? It's
that
like
actually
it's
sounds
not
kind of cool.
It's not good. Whereas you've got. I mean, arguably you are you're the voice of Austin radio.
Oh,
so it's
you're
like,
sweet.
you know.
Thank you. Stop it. Stop. Play a song over
Enough. Well, you don't. Hey,
before
come
my
on.
ego grows.
Well, you don't get into this industry without there being a part of. No. Enough about me. What do you think about me? So I have a new project, a new band with Colin Brooks. He was one of the founder members of the band The Heathens, of which interesting little full circle thing with Suzanna's partner in crime in life is Paul Avisi, the founder and man. I don't know how do you say that. The brains. Well, you're the brains behind all of the operation in that household, but the brains behind Cosmic Coffee, and he was the proprietor of Momo's, and it was because of him that the band of Heathens formed in the first place. Yeah.
In fact, fun fact, it used to be called the Sunday Night Supper Club.
Right.
And eventually Paul was like, you need a better name than that, and so they became the Band of Heathens. So,
And it's apparently it started off as the Heathens.
Yeah, it
They
was
didn't
the
They didn't
Heathens,
even
yeah.
pick it. Someone
Yeah.
they said Colin said they looked in the newspaper and it just said the Heathens. It was like, all right.
If it fits where.
Yeah. So Colin and I have been busy writing songs. We haven't written any together yet, but we will do. But this is called "You Can't Cut a Long Story Short," which is kind of ironic because if you know me, you know, I don't really deal in short stories. You can't cut a long story short. You can't claim the title if the outcome was bored. Life's no rehearsal, it's a contact sport. You can't cut a long story short. Well, I've been put through the ring, I've seen the eye of the storm, and my fair share of demons learn to live with the scorn. I danced with the devil on a hot summer night. I played with the angels till the morning light. You can't cut a long story short. You can't clear your name without your day in court. Life is just a journey, not the last resort. You can't cut a long story short. I walked the path of the righteous and I strayed from the trail. I rode the 7 seas and I chased my own tail. I gambled losing hands and I rolled snake eyes. Found a deeper truth in a shallower lies. You can't cut a long story short. You won't reach the summit if you're coming up short. Life is the punchline, it's not a retort. You can't cut a long story short. You can't cut a long story short. of defeat. Walked barefoot on the embers, felt the cold concrete. I whispered sweet nothings for you all to hear. I screamed at the heavens falling on deaf ears. Say you can't cut a long story short. You can't change the outcome with an afterthought. You can't get away if you always get caught. You can't cut a long story short. You can't cut a long story short. Change the outcome with an afterthought. You can't get away if you always get caught. No, you can't cut a long story short. 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 Thank you. Thanks a lot. So, Eric Bettencourt. Do you have a middle name?
It's Ralph.
Eric Ralph Bettencourt. The first, I'm guessing?
Like for the middle name?
Yeah. No,
Like
just,
0.3, I guess.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, something like
Eric Ralph Bettencourt
that. My
the
dad's
third.
name and my grandfather's name. And when people laugh when they hear it, I like to go, oh, it's really funny, my grandfather's dead.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I'm like,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Laughing at my shitty name.
So, what was the first thing that you remember hearing that sparked that initial little light going off, going, oh, I want to play music?
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been Tone Loc. Yeah. We were just kids with a boombox, and I remember thinking, that's awesome, that sound, like whatever it is, that guitar riff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Young MC was the other one. I fucking love that song. That came on today on my ear. God, that's such a good song.
Yeah,
it's
that is
weird.
a really good song.
That drum
Yeah.
breakdown.
Oh.
So yeah, and my cousin was listening to Young MC too, but
Yeah.
the real thing was I think it was Aerosmith, that kind of thing. And I just was like, I need to know what that is. And then Guns N' Roses, then the Beatles, Dylan, Hendrix, and then the shittiest career choice I could have chose.
Which was doing it for
I
yeah,
went
I know,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I went for
Yeah, but
it.
it's the best. But it's the best life choice you could have chosen. You know.
Arguable, but no, but that's the truth. Like I'm lucky that it's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Even though I do too many other things, I'm trying to figure that out.
All right. There'll be
Trying
more.
to get back to
There'll,
the
there'll be more questions, but play us a song. What's your PIN number?
All sixes, all the time. So here's a song. I'm gonna make sure to play it. This is that one I sent you, Ben, if you want to try it. It's got a lot of shit in it.
It's really, really hard.
Yeah. Eric's just come from the Positive Speakers Conference this afternoon.
Are you the castle, or are you the sand? The wind and the waves will never care. As all we built gets washed away, I wonder will the meaning of it all be revealed someday? We're one small drop in an infinite stream. We're just recycled will swell and swallow us all by weaving the illusion that we're firmly in control. You can't know, and neither can I, what happens right after we step into the light. We'll never know, don't keep asking, but if there's an answer, it surely lies within. We are the eyes of the universe, taking in the wonder of it all. We are the eyes of the universe, staring at a mirror on the wall. Thank you. It's a good one.
Another good
So
one.
Suzanna,
Yeah.
what was the same question to you? What was the first thing that really sort of sparked your interest musically? And where did you live? Where are you from? What was the name of your first pet and your mother's maiden name?
I feel like these are all my security questions.
That's it, yeah,
right
all
now.
the
You're
security.
trying to get into my, I am from Austin, Texas, so I did have the pleasure of, like, you know, growing up, like, with, like, the Broken Spoke down the street and, you know, Saxon Pub and playing in bands from a pretty young age. So that was very, very informative and inspired me. But I would say probably, like, my mom said I was just one of those kids who was like, she knew I was going to be musical from the start. She would put music on and I would be like, you know, a year old and like doing like the perfect beat. She was like, huh, that's weird. My other kid didn't do that, you know? So like there was just something that sparked, and they had the most incredible record collection of like it was a lot of folk and Motown basically, which is, I feel like my music is very like soul folk. And so it's kind of funny that it's like, I feel like I'm very rooted in like folk and so like Joni Mitchell, Emmylou Harris, but also like Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson. And so I really picked up a lot, I think, from that. And then just, I was hooked. I went to see Madonna last week because she was like, you know, kind of my childhood pop hero. I was totally into pop music when I was a kid, and now I'm seeing it through my 9-year-old who's like a hardcore Swiftie. So I unfortunately know every single Taylor Swift song. Not unfortunately. I like love 50% of her stuff, and the other 50 I could do without, but it's all good.
Well, don't worry, because before the night's done, I'm going to play all 31 of her new
Oh,
songs.
beautiful! Oh, wait, is this the Tortured Poets Department?
Yeah, this
Supper
is the
Club?
Tortured Poets.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't have one bad word to say about Taylor Swift, not one.
No, she's actually quite amazing. I've learned her music through my daughter more so. I used to actually have to learn her songs to teach girls when I was like teaching music, and so like I kind of had her on the first end of her whatever, you know, iteration, and then I sort of skipped this big gap, and then now I'm like relearning it through my daughter, and I'm like, she's really fucking good. So anyway.
But isn't that great though, that you're able now to share that very same thing that probably that you shared with your parents, of like you had their record collection and like and that thing,
exactly.
And that your kids' generation have actually got someone that that's what they're gonna look at. And the thing is, for all of the criticism that people might have, just because Taylor Swift's life is so public, it seems.
Exactly.
It's like the main things that seem to get, you know, she expounds the whole being an independent, strong woman, and writing your own songs, and like she's a badass.
She's killer. She's killing it, and I love that like the girls have like an awesome like role model. Like she's clearly like got her shit together, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, she's. I really want to do a Taylor Swift hoot night, so maybe you can help me with that.
Sure. Yeah.
At some point.
I'm gonna do a Taylor Hanson Swift.
Nice.
Night.
Yes.
It's just gonna be umbop.
Umbop the whole time.
The whole night.
No, but anyway, yeah, it was cool. My daughter actually asked for a Taylor Swift vinyl record for her birthday, and I was like, that is badass. I can approve of that, and I bought her Lover, which is my favorite Taylor Swift album. So anyway, okay, enough about Taylor, as if you're like aren't inundated with her 24/7. So I'm gonna play a new song, I think. Which okay.
Is this going to be on the new record, or is this
This
new
is
from that?
new.
Wow.
Yeah. I wrote this in a song game like a couple months ago. Rachel Loy has a song game, and I was in that for a minute. I was in like 3 song games, and then I just completely crashed and burned and like ousted myself from all of them. But that's kind of what I do. I go hardcore for like a month, and then I like don't do any for a year or so. But I always get a few songs out of it, and this is, yeah, this is. Hold on, let me make sure.
It's kind of like my relationships, it sounds like.
What's that?
I go hardcore for like a month or so and then crash and burn for about a year.
All right, this one is called "Use It." So that was the prompt. So that's kind of I'm boring. I just call my songs whatever song prompt it was. You were born with love inside you. Why you wanna hide it? Show us what you made of, kid. See the way you hold it in, the heart beneath your skin. Oh, I know what you're afraid of, kid. In the darkness we are naked. And the sunlight comes to take it. The dream we all dream in that subconscious dream where we conquer the monsters that shake it. If you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. So better use it before it's too late. I wanna hear it, that little spirit that sits in your throat like a dog at the gate. And you don't let it play, and it wants to see the day. Oh. I hear the birds in all their glory, singing up the morning, telling everybody who they are. And they'll never make a dime for all their energy and time. Oh, but you'll never hear them bitching at the bar. In the darkness we are naked. And the sunlight comes to take it. The dream we all dream in that subconscious dream where we conquer the monsters that shake it. If you don't use it, boy, you're gonna lose it. So better use it before it's too late. I wanna hear it, that little spirit that sits in your throat like a dog at the gate. And you won't let him out, and you won't let him play all day. All day. You were born with love inside you. Why you wanna hide it? Show us what you made of, kid. Thank you.
Great song. So you say you name the songs all after the prompts. So I guess next year then I'm gonna have to start the inappropriate prompt song game.
Perfect. I knew you would.
First prompt, motherfucker.
Are you gonna create my first explicit album?
Yeah. It'd be like those. There was I think a thing in the '70s when Marshall Chess took over Chess Records, and he was like the son of Leonard Chess, I believe. And they put out a Muddy Waters album called Electric Mud, and the advert for it in all of the newspapers, it said, Muddy Waters' new album, Electric Mud. Even Muddy doesn't like this album. And now the thing is, it's gone on to become this sort of like cult.
Of course.
It's like a psychedelic blues album.
Yeah.
And like Muddy Waters apparently was just like, what the hell are all these like fuzz guitars and all this crap? It's like.
He's like a purist.
But I thought that was kind of interesting. It's like interesting marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Even Muddy doesn't like this album.
I like that.
But so yours is going to be like, it's going to be like, you think you know Suzanna Choffel. So did her family.
This album was not supposed to be the last thing it did. The funny thing, quick note on that, is that this song, I have the word bitchin' in it. It's just about, like, it just fit better than complaining. I needed, like, 2 syllables. And my daughter, my 9-year-old, like, wanted to hear it, and so I played it for her, and she goes, ooh, Mom, you're gonna have to put an E next to that when you put it out. And it cracked me up. I was like, oh my God.
She already
knows that from all the Taylor Swift songs she listens to.
That's
I'm
right,
like,
yeah.
Anyway, but
Everyone's a critic.
everyone's a critic. So Ben Jones.
That's me.
I'm turning it around. I'm
In
like,
fairness, you've
two
got.
can play this game.
In fairness, you're actually much better at this sort of thing than me when it comes to that.
What was your moment? And where are you from, by the way?
I'm
No
from a-
one can tell.
I'm from a very small island off of the southeast coast of Kent called the Isle of Sheppey. It is known because there are an inordinate amount of sheep there. That's why a lot of the children born there look kind of half sheep.
Okay, explains a lot about you.
But no, the one thing that the Isle of Sheppey is very well known for is that we have every class of prison on the Isle of Sheppey. So we have, a smorgasbord of criminals. So we've got everyone from your petty thief that's like, or 3 strikes and you're out kind of thing, to your serial killer rapist. So lovely place to grow up.
Sounds amazing.
We always used to wonder when you'd hear a certain siren go off and you'd be like, oh, there's been an escape again. I wonder what class of criminal it is today.
Who are we locking our doors for today?
But unlike here, obviously, we don't have any guns so we never had to worry about that side of it. It was more, more a hostage situation. It was probably more,
right.
But no, so I grew up there, and I was very fortunate. I think my dad was a lot older than all the other dads who were having children of my age. So it's funny. The first time someone asked me about that, I was like, "Yeah, my dad was a lot older than me." I was like, "No. I mean," and they're like, "Well, that's good."
Yeah, he wasn't like 10 years your senior.
But no, he had a great record collection, same as what you were saying, So it was like that whole, and he had all these like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young like bootlegs and things like that. And I was like, "What's a bootleg?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "This," and he took it out of the record collection. It was almost like it was shining like gold or something. But he taught me how to use a turntable properly when I was a kid. And then I remember I think it was 1986. We got a hi-fi system that had a CD player. So he joined the Columbia Music Club thing.
I was part of it. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we all were. I mean, I think it was one of the very first things at home I ran up a debt on. I ran a debt on it. Yeah,
exactly.
Because you joined. Did you ever join that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like you get 7 free records or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, then you being the small print, obviously, then you don't
I
realise
was doing
you got.
tapes though. I was like doing cassette tapes.
Well, I mean, you're a lot
You were
older
old
than the two of us. So.
That's true.
I like that. Just by like literally a couple years, like it was like.
Hey, I got 8 tracks.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we are talking about.
No, don't worry, Eric. You had 78s, didn't you? But no. So my dad got. I remember he bought the Endless Summer by the Beach Boys.
Nice.
The Very Best of the Bee Gees. Sgt. Pepper.
Yeah.
The Beaches soundtrack.
Yes. Oh,
Right,
so
I'm telling you,
good.
you don't have to be homosexual to enjoy Bette Midler.
No.
All right? It's great. That and I'm trying to remember what. Oh, George Harrison's Cloud 9. Oh, and the Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. Like Volume
That's all
1.
you need.
And so that was it. And I kind of devoured those things. and I didn't have an idea I was going to ever do anything like that. In my mind, my dad had made me believe that I was going to be a playwright.
Oh, lovely.
So like I had a smoker's jacket and everything, you know. It was like,
That is very, very Isle of Shipping of you, or whatever.
it's very English, isn't it? It's
Very,
very like,
very English of you.
it's very like everyone else was listening to pop music. I was going, oh yes, I'm going to be Noel Coward when I grow up, yes. But no, and then Oasis came out, and that was it for me. That was like, wow, someone of my own generation that's speaking the language I can understand. It's not something that feels so removed.
Yeah, right.
That was it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I've realised it was a good way to meet girls.
Yeah, there's always that. I was waiting for it.
Yeah. So I'm going to play another song that's new. This is called Mr. Know-It-All. It's not autobiographical, but I am single for a reason, it seems. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Ordinarily, I would say let's hear it for TJ on the sound. TJ is not here this evening, and our replacement sound man is somewhere we're not sure of at the moment. So we do need to give a big thank you to Tony, the owner and the manager of the building, the owner of Mwrcado, who has jumped in and saved the day. So thank you, Tony. And Mitch on the door, as always. Service with a smile.
We used to write a song called Mwrcado. That was the music that we all bought back in those days.
Right.
There you go.
That's right. Well, and Patrick and Tracy, they're your servers this evening. Make sure you look after them. So this is a song, as I say, it's called Mr. Know-It-All. And it goes like this. That sounds very nice, Eric. If I can find the words for it.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
the
thank
credits.
Interlude.
Credits are rolling.
Yeah, I don't know where the words have gone. That's the problem with new songs and not knowing how they go. There we go. Okay. And it goes like this. They call me Mr. Know-It-All. Some say I walk before I crawl. Been round the block, climbed every wall. I never had to go to school. I got the answer, made the measure, set the record. Found the treasure, never had to break a sweat. I know much more than you could forget, but I don't know a thing about love. Got tips on stocks, can build a clock, know all the sedimentary rocks. Got facts on bees for making cheese, all kinds of shit you can't conceive. Can fix a leak, speak fluent Greek, climbed every summit, made the peak. What I don't know ain't worth a dime, I ain't got no use for wasted time. Could calculate 314 pi, each bird call I'll identify. The only thing I can't recall is knowing which heartstrings to pull. They call me Mr. Know-It-All. Some say I walk before I crawl, but I don't know a thing about love. Can name each constellation, defy laws of gravitation, reveal the secrets of the Sphinx, sing every song made by the Kinks. Been down the Mariana Trench, translated Latin into French. Fix a car, play guitar, imitate your favorite movie star. A chess grandmaster I became before you learned to spell your name. The only place I come apart is on the matters of the heart. They call me Mr. Know-It-All. Some say I walk before I crawl. Been around the block, climbed every wall. I never had to go to school. I got the answer, made the measure, set the record, found the treasure. Never had to break a sweat. I know more than you could forget, but I don't know a thing about love. I played professional basketball, originated the first Star Wars crawl. Predict the weather, knit a sweater. No one I met can do it better. But love has caught me so off guard. I fall just like a house of cards. The only queen of hearts I knew is in a deck of 52. Oh, they call me Mr. Know-It-All. Some say I walk before I crawl. Been round the block, climbed every wall. I never had to go to school. I got the answer, made the measure, set the record, found the treasure, never had to break a sweat. I know more than you could forget, but I don't know a thing about, I don't know a thing about, I don't know a thing about love. Thank you very much.
You are absolutely amazing, man. Thank you for
Thanks,
buddy.
I don't know how you read all those lyrics off your phone. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Don't you have another song? When you said Mr. Nobody, I thought, no, that's.
And I got Mr. Nobody, and that's Mr. Know-It-All.
Oh,
They're friends.
I'm forming a collection of misters.
you know those small square books that kids used to read? It was like Mr. Smiley and Mr.
Right, yeah,
You
yeah.
should just do one for every one of them.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Mrs.
right.
Chatterbox.
Roger Hargreaves, yeah, like
Yes.
the Mr. Men books.
Yeah, that's what it was.
My daughter was into them for a while. We have a ton
Yeah.
of them.
Is that where it's coming from?
I mean,
He's
you've
writing
just.
Mr. Men
I was
books.
going to say you figured out my literary inspirations.
Most people start with Shakespeare at your age. but
I
this
drop
is
off a
whatever.
handful of kids' books on his doorstep every week for inspiration. So
That's his problem.
Thanks.
really not a bad way to go.
I'm just having fun playing new stuff. I hope you don't mind.
No, play whatever you want, man. It's great.
I haven't been playing out too much, so it feels good to kind of exercise these songs that haven't really been heard much. This one's almost done. It's been almost done for about 8 months.
Just finish it.
It's done. I mean, the recording's almost done.
Well,
It's about 90 recordings.
I was going to say if I can say something on behalf of Eric. Eric has got such a great gift for. He's got a real engineer's brain, and I don't mean just musically engineers. It's like he can take things apart and rebuild them and build new things. And when AI comes along, I'm not worried about Eric. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like he'll have some kind of antidote to it. But Eric, pretty much, I think, has it been all of your records you've actually recorded, all of them, engineed them, and mixed
The
them
first
yourself?
one, I did like half of it because I was just learning, so I kind of like hired other people and stole all the shit they were doing. So
You're
after,
like-
after that, I mostly did it all.
You're like the Willis Allen Ramsey. You can actually finish a second album.
Right.
It's true because Eric has that same attention to detail, but he can actually put a record out. The last one you put out was Bric-a-Brac, right? As in a full album.
Yeah,
Put out
I'm just doing
some
singles now.
Singles, yeah.
Package them up later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much like thinking about having to like put a CD release show. I don't even go out and do regular shows. Never mind like try to deal with that shit.
No anthology for you.
No,
34 songs.
no.
I feel you.
Oh, I think there'll be an anthology. It'll be an archive. I think
Exactly.
Yeah.
the Bettencourt archive.
Right on the shelf next to those Mr. Whatever
Mr. Men.
books. Well, this one's called To the Bottom. Trying to write songs that aren't necessarily true, so this is one of those. I'm sure it's true for somebody, unfortunately. I knew if I showed you that you wouldn't turn away. Still I cried when you dropped your last coin into the game. 'Cause you went down, down, down to the bottom, all the way. Soon you were on a bender, twisted in the chase. Your hands were much too slender to cover up your face. When you went down, down, down to worst part about landing is not knowing if you really are all the way down on the bottom. Down on the bottom. I whispered out a warning, but you weren't listening. You were caught out there in dreamland as the flame kept shrinking. You watch it go down, down, down to the bottom, all the way. Oh, you went down to the bottom, all the way. You said the fall is part romantic, part contorted or bizarre. It's when all your broken pieces carried downstream of your heart and sank down to the bottom, down to the bottom, down to the bottom. We say, take this man. You said the worst part about the bottom is knowing that you had to leave. The worst part about coming back up is knowing what you finally see down there on the bottom, down the bottom, down the bottom, all the way.
Song, man.
Thank you.
I love your guitar. Your guitar sounds amazing, and I love that it's got a hole in it. It's got like some wear and tear.
This was with Pat Byrne last, maybe a couple summers ago.
Did he bash your guitar?
We were hammered. I don't know what happened to it. I just opened it the next day. I'm like, holy shit.
And it's got this too. Oh my
It
god.
kind of looks like a
Yeah, it's-
like a pool cue, you know, like a snooker cue or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Were you trying to play pool in it?
I mean,
It's amazing.
I've been out on benders with Pat Byrne,
Yeah.
so I understand.
Okay, this is par for the course.
Yeah, I woke-
Everyone comes back with a
I-
hole in their guitar.
I woke up on his sofa one morning and I was like, I don't think I've drank since. And this was 3 years ago.
He makes it. It's a lot of fun drinking with him.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
yeah.
have that
He's an
problem where
Irishman.
have to
Oh.
get hammered constantly.
I mean, he's
it's so fun.
oh, it's hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious until you wake up the next morning. And I
Yeah.
was already feeling bad because I'd freshly just gone through a breakup. So, like
It was
a
just what you
breakup I
needed
didn't
then.
want to go through. So I was at that point where it was like, yeah, you run into your friends and you go, yeah, let's have a good time. And then you go off into the corner and you cry for a minute. And then you come back again. Then you're like, I was literally like that night. And he was like, Ben, best cure for a broken heart. Drink some big Guinness. And I drank 11 Guinnesses that night, ladies and gentlemen. 11 Guinnesses, yeah.
I think that needs to be a song.
And the next day, we went to there's a place that's opposite that new place that's called, I think it's called Tasty Badger or something like that. Toasty Badger. It used to be the South Austin Pizza. And there's like this little health food place across the way, because I mean that's the irony in it. You've got Pat Byrne who's drinking all the liquor that there is in town, and then the next day he's going for a nice vegan meal. And I was sitting there watching him eat with my head in my hands, thinking, I know I don't want to die, but I kind of want to die. So that guitar is probably reflective of that.
I can tell you like one story. When Pat's coming to Maine with me, I go up there during summer for a few weeks, and he's been up there, and we had this one. We were playing at this pub, and it was just I had done 2 gigs, and he said at one point, he's like, shots, alcohol is the same as tips, and I was like, well, that's stupid because we're getting free alcohol. So naturally though, I didn't say nothing, but by the time we ended, there was just drinks everywhere, and I fucking hate whiskey. I hate the taste of it. And he does, there's like 10 of them now, and he holds up, he goes, here, you launch it, and he's kind of like, and he goes, I fucking hate whiskey. And he got so, like, his got red, he got mad, and he just yells, he's like, what does that have to do with anything?
Those are like fighting words to an Irish man.
Like, he was like serious, like, it's a thing
yeah.
all of a sudden. I was like,
Yeah.
that's the last time I drank that. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Just the taste, and I tasted it for 3 days, just that one.
That is what's hilarious about him, isn't it? When he drinks, it becomes this like an elevated version of him. I remember when my record came out, and he went, Ben, listen to your record. I'm not going to try and do his voice.
I think he was
you know,
about to take your microphone away.
Oh yes, Patrick.
He's like, speaking of whiskey, you need more something.
No, but he's like, Ben, I've listened to your record, and he's like, you need to go out and do more gigs. I was like, no, but I'm happy as I am, Pat. And he went, no, you need to go out. This is really good stuff. It was like, I was like, oh, all right, I'm glad you like it. No, you don't understand. So yeah, it was very intense.
He's very passionate.
We love Pat Byrne very much, so
He just
I
got
do want to make
engaged,
that clear.
Right? Didn't he just get engaged? In
He
Hawaii?
did, yeah, he got engaged. He did the right thing.
Samantha, yeah.
To Pat Byrne and his lovely lady, Samantha. I wish them all the love and all the whiskey.
Solange.
He
That's what he says.
found his golden needle in the haystack. I'm
Is this
telling you. Thank
Solange?
you, my friend. Yeah, he really
Solange.
did.
I do a pirate voice when I try to make fun of him. It's the best I can do.
I know, I feel like my Irish person always turns into like Jamaican or something. So anyway. Yeah, I'm with you on the whiskey thing. I'm a tequila girl all the way. I don't know if it's because I'm from Texas, but I can't do the brown liquors. They make me angry and ornery, and yeah, it's not good. It's not good. All right, what am I gonna play for y'all after? Okay, I'll play one from my new album. This one's called
When's that coming out?
September. I don't have a specific date or show, but it's coming. It's all coming together. I should have something to announce like next week. So, but yeah, this one's called Bird by Bird. It's kind of a Latin thing, but it's really about depression and how to try not to get too inundated by all the details in our messy brains. So. Hold on, I'm in the wrong key. Hold on. Ah, yep, sorry. A, not B flat. You wake up lonely and afraid. You feel the world is torn to shade. But if you look outside your window, you will see me down below. Out at the front steps to your door. I want to show you there is more than just this tiny little prison of a mind. You're trapped in bird by bird and stone by stone. We can piece yourself together. You don't have to be alone. Tooth by tooth and bone by bone. We can piece this world together. Find that peace you'll never know. Find the peace you've never known. And when you step into the light, put back the swing into your flight. The world will welcome you back in just like it's been there all along. You are the fire, you are the wind. Harness your power, become your friend. For when there's no one else, you always have yourself. Bird by bird and stone by stone. We can piece this world together. You don't have to be alone. Tooth by tooth and bone by bone. We can piece
Stone by stone, we can piece yourself together. Find that piece you've never, find that piece you've never, find that piece you've never. If y'all wanna sing along on this next part, it's just Lost. La 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 la, 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 yeah, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, bird by bird, oh yeah, stone by stone, we can piece yourself together, find the peace you've never known, bird by bird, and stone by stone, we can piece yourself together, find the peace you've never known. Thank you for singing. My la la las, my la ets. Thank you.
I think it's very easy in this community where we're gifted with so many great singer-songwriters, but it's very easy, I think, to fall into that trap of making like a Texas album.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the beauty about your records, like especially with the fact that you do combine the folk and the soul thing so well in a manner that doesn't ever feel contrived. It feels like it's you.
Thanks.
So you do make these records that don't just sound like another
Mm-hmm.
Texas record. And I don't mean that as a
Thank you.
slight against Texas, because they're great
No, no,
records,
no,
but
yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like it's
Yeah.
hard to actually stand out in a singer-songwriter forum in that sense, isn't it?
Totally, yeah. Yeah, I know, it's interesting. I think my love for like Latin music and Brazilian music sort of took me a little bit away from like the Texas thing, but I have so much love and respect for the
Yeah.
Texas thing, and it's like in me, but it's like
Well, you're,
just in a whatever, like
you're bilingual,
different
aren't
way,
you?
so.
aren't you
Oh,
bilingual?
yeah,
Yeah.
mhm,
So
yeah,
that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. So
not
that-
like fluent, but almost.
Yeah. But
Muscle
so
meals.
where did you cut this record, and who did
This
you
one I
make it
did
with?
in LA with David Garza produced it, who
Oh,
I'm
cool.
like a huge fan of, and so that was really cool. And we went and recorded with the band in LA, and then we went. What was really cool is then we went out to Sonic Ranch in Tornillo, Texas, which I don't. Have you been to Sonic Ranch?
I know of
Have
it.
you?
I've been there.
Gotta get out there sometime. It's like it's this pecan ranch that got turned into a studio, and like there's all these like little Adobe. I mean, everybody makes their records out there now. It's great. Like bands from Mexico City, like huge bands come in because it's very cheap, and it's like Juarez is right there, and so. But it's magical. It's Fiona Apple records there, Bon Iver. It's like. I think I was recording and I walked outside and his Golden Messenger was recording next door, which was kind of cool. And it's like you just kind of never know who you're gonna like bump into at breakfast. Oh, and at breakfast there's like a ranchera, like a ranch, a hacienda, and you walk in and all these ladies are just like making burritos and like huevos rancheros, and so it's like you really get this like
Yeah.
experience of like
Yeah.
recording an album. I needed to like get away from my kids to like
Yeah.
I thought about recording it here and I was like I have something about like driving to the studio and then like driving back
Yeah,
home to
right.
my kids each night just sounds a little unmagical or whatever. Not that I
That's
don't love
right.
my
No,
children.
No, but that's right. It's still that's still a very big part of your personality.
Yeah.
And you have to feed that part of it for it to have that authentic.
Yeah. Anyway.
I know. I understand.
Yeah.
That,
I don't want to take up any more time, but yes, it was a magical experience.
Well, good.
I
We're
can't wait for you
looking
to hear
forward.
it.
We're looking forward to it coming
Really
out.
lovely. Yeah. Thank you. What you got for us, Ben? boy. By the
well,
way, what's your recording schedule, whatever?
So I'm
Schedule,
I'm
sorry.
still trying to finish up this record, The Heartbreak Handbook, that was got kind of derailed by the fact that when my dad passed away, I had to go back to England for like
Yeah.
4 months, and many credit card bills later, I'm still
Yeah.
paying that debt off. So, but it will get there. It's gonna get finished soon. I'm going back in the studio on Wednesday with Chris Gage. I need that finished because I've just got new songs
Yes.
for this project with my good friend Colin Brooks, who I believe is in the room now. So don't say anything. Don't say I was praising him or
Don't
anything.
talk shit about
he
him.
won't like it.
We gotta stop the shit talking about him now. So. Just kidding. It's all
So
been
yeah,
love.
that's the next. That's what I really want to do. Obviously, this thing with Colin and with Ashlyn and Harmony Kelly.
Beautiful.
I
Killer band,
And
killer band.
I haven't really spoken to Colin about it properly yet, but I put him on the spot.
Now you
But-
have.
Yeah, now. But no, but it's like I would like for us eventually to just do that, the old-fashioned approach of just writing a bunch of songs and getting them ready and playing them a bunch and then going into a studio and recording them as live as we possibly can, and because it's just such a fun band. It's like they're such great players. Colin's got great songs. I've got songs. And Ashlyn and Harmony are like they've got an untapped well of talent aside from them. That's on display.
Talent, yeah.
I mean, like we were both saying, we were both part of this 1159 songwriting group last year, and Harmony was writing some songs, and I was like, I went to her afterwards. I was like, "You've got to make a record."
Yeah.
She's like, she does Taylor Swift better than Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
I'm
That's
not
what I
even-
thought
I'm
too
not
when I
even
heard her. I
joking,
was like,
it's like-
holy shit, girl.
But yeah, she's great. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome.
So maybe okay. So I wrote this song just recently. Again, you saying about writing songs that weren't personal, like that you wanted to write something that wasn't necessarily autobiographical.
Not everything has to be.
No. I realise these days nothing has to be. It's like Randy Newman. I mean, he's the greatest greatest example of it. So I thought about. I really love Rod Stewart and the Faces.
Yes.
Thank you. One Rod Stewart fan in the house. I love Rod Stewart and the fan. I love those records. They're very organic because they're just very slapdash in their approach. It's almost like they played the song twice and then they just recorded it. You knew Mac, didn't you?
Yeah.
So Ian McLagan obviously was in that band, and it's such a great band of guys. So I thought I want to write a song as if the Faces are making another record in my mind.
Yes.
So,
I like that.
so I wrote this song called Calamity Jane, and it goes like this. It's in B flat. For those of you following along.
Take notes.
She's a twister, a tornado dressed in leather and lace, a lightning bolt, a thunderclap, a downright disgrace. She's a polka playing princess with her card up her sleeve. She'll dispense with your defenses, make you forget to breathe. Calamity Jane, you fool me again. Oh, you're wildfire, honey, there ain't no one contained. She'll break your heart, but you'll come back again. You'll wait out in the rain for Miss Calamity Jane. She's a camel, a vixen, dripping satin and silk, a hurricane, a tempest, smooth as bourbon and milk. She's a rhinestone cowgirl, her every wish your command. With a wink and a whisper, you'll be eating out her hand. Calamity Jane, oh, you fool me again. You're a wildfire, honey, there ain't no one contained. She'll break your heart, but you'll come back again. You wait out in the rain for Miss Calamity Jane. A work of art or just a piece of work? Are there little drops of heaven caught up in that devil's smirk? A stone cold assassin with an angel's eyes. Down below the surface, there ain't no place to Well, Calamity Jane, you fool me again. You're wildfire, honey, there ain't no one contained. She'll break your heart, but you'll come back again. You'll Mr. Eric Bettencourt on the guitar, ladies and gentlemen.
All three of
Where'd you learn to sing like that, Ben? And play, I should say.
I mean, it's just all those records, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Standing in front of the mirror with a tennis racket.
And
that was just this afternoon, honestly.
Mine was a hairbrush. I like the tennis racket.
These days, I just, I stand and I suck it in.
That's a killer song. A killer song.
Well, I was gonna play like another breakup song, but I think what I'll do is a happy one because you guys just did fun ones, and I only have like 2 fun ones, so
You've got plenty of fun songs, I'm telling you.
I don't know.
We don't need any fun songs. Give us one heartbreak.
No, it's all right. This one's I like. I did. This made me think of this song, so that's good.
All right.
You get it right. My young lady, I came to you without a thing in tow. So much lately, I travel far without a thing to show. But I got 2 wine glasses and 1 bottle. My young lady came to you without a thing in tow. And so much lately, the finals popping and the wheel turns slow. But I got 2 wine glasses and 1 bottle. 2 wine glasses and 1 bottle. Don't you feel that tonight was made for only us? I felt the tilt of the world pulling down the eternal Ben Jones on the guitar. Very nice.
So is that song? What's the story?
Oh.
When did you write that?
Ooh.
Do tell.
That's an old one. That's I wrote that. That's on my second record called the Giraffe Attack Collection.
Right.
It's because I had this band and we started just doing covers and weddings and shit like that, and then just kept rolling in my own songs. And so we were playing that song by we were doing the band version of Don't Do It. You know, we were doing that, and we had this great 3-part harmony, and I just wanted a song. The whole thing's 3-part harmonies, the way it came out, and to sing with the drummer, one of my best friends, and the bass player. So it was a trio we had.
Cool.
So that's how that came about. It was just a good excuse to make everybody sing all at once.
Again, it's another great thing about bands like that, isn't it? I mean, it'll probably feel the same as well, Suzanna. It's that, you know, if you can have that dynamic where you've got more than one lead singer, you know, it's that whole the beauty of that.
Yeah, we all switched.
Yeah, and it's like pretty special, man. Pretty special. So what are you gonna play for us now, Miss Choffel?
I know. I miss being in I used to be in a little bit of like a local super group called the Coveters. We were around for like 2 years, but it was Ed Jurdy of the Heathens and Dan Dyer and Michael Kincaid and me and Warren Hood, and it was so fun. And Jeff Botta and Brad Hauser, rest in peace. And anyway, it was a really fun band. So I know that feeling. It's so fun to be in a band with like multiple strong singers. It's just like, it's good. Nothing like it. All right. Let's see. You know what? I'll do a song, perfect segue, that I wrote with that group. So this one's called I Could Be Loved. Signals get crossed, messages lost in translation. Ooh, forgetting my lyrics. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Signals get lost. Oh, messages lost in translation. The actions come through, oh, true, with no hesitation. You say, mean what you say, before you say what you mean. Well, here's the thing. Tell me that you need me. You got me running to your door. Then you act like you don't care. And it's getting hard to ignore your apathy. Baby, for me,
should be loved. Oh baby, I could be loved. I could be. Oh, I could love. We could be loved, you know it could be. Oh, and we should be loved every day, darling. Said we could be loved. We should be loved.
What goes on behind the curtain, so well hidden from the light? Is the truth performed in secret, or just always out of sight? There are secrets in the darkness, where the spotlight's never been. I still see, but tongues are tied, and facts depend which way you lean. What goes on behind the curtain, it's much more than A to Z. What goes on behind the curtain, I ain't blind, but I can't see. What goes on behind the curtain, tabloids spin their web of lies. In the back rooms they convene to give the devil his high five. The government, a spineless puppet in the halls of the obscene. Echoes of betrayal in hearts once pure but now unclean. In this theater of deception, truth is lost and never seen. What goes on behind the curtain? What who's in that big machine? Trust's a time bomb in the mailroom, all boxed up and wrapped in lies. While the press, the rich man's puppet, feeds a fear that multiplies. In the wings the grinders gather as we hoist the white flag high. This pantomime of misdirection serves to drown out all the cry. Beneath the veil, words get changed by men that never have a face. Like a serpent in the undergrowth, just feasting on disgrace. For behind the walls of power, where the innocent are sent, infidelity walks freely while the faithful pay the rent. The masterminds with their own motives spin the yarns of discontent. In the corners of the silent, paranoia's time is spent. Or trust's a time bomb in the mailroom, all boxed up and wrapped in lies. While the press, the rich man's puppet, feeds a fear that multiplies. In the wings the grinders gather as we hoist the white flag high. This pantomime of misdirection serves to drown out all the cries. What goes on behind the curtain? A dance of death that never ends. where all the heroes turn to villains and all the enemies are friends. The truth was written in the sand, but tides are always quick to rise. And what was once a moral tale gets lost beneath the veil of lies. What goes on behind the curtain seems we never will agree, but what goes on behind the curtain sure ain't for you and ain't for me. What goes on behind the curtain seems we never will agree. What goes on behind the curtain ain't for you and ain't for me. Thank you very much. There is something else I need to point out while we're here. Everybody say hi, Winker. How are you, buddy?
It's always a good time with him in the house.
That's right. He's our patron saint of good luck at shows, I'm telling you.
I like that.
And he captures it all through his lens. I remember one of the first times I ever played out at the airport years ago when they had the old Saxon pub venue out there that's now Hutt's Hamburgers, I think. And all the pictures on the wall out there were all taken by Winker. He's documented Austin music for an age now, and I just think it's we're all honoured to be subjects through Winker's lens.
Agreed.
So we're glad you're here, Winker.
Cheers.
So, Desert Island, 3 records you can save.
You're up.
I know it's hard.
No, I think I'd rather never listen to music again than go through fucking this decision paralysis. It's terrible.
Wow.
All right,
That was-
well,
I mean, seriously, it's like fine.
Yeah.
It's just gonna listen to the waves and the coconuts and shit.
I like this approach. I like this
I
approach.
can't do it
Create your own music.
because like I could say one,
Well,
and
go
then
on.
there's like 20 more. It's like no, those all have to go there.
no, I know it's a quandary. I understand. It's a conundrum, but it isn't real. So you know.
Just like in your head, you're
No.
there for 6 weeks.
No one here is gonna hold you to it when
No, but on top
when
of
they
that-
kidnap you later on and they put you on a boat that's sinking. Hey man, you want a ticket for the
Really?
Titanic?
Really, you've got your phone in your
Just
pocket.
need
And
a
you can get
volleyball.
Spotify.
If I had, I don't know.
So you got all right. Well, you got to pick a song. Then I'll make a special rule for you because you've got
But it's
decision paralysis.
yeah, I could do 3 that I'm like, I love, like Ram by Paul McCartney, Revolver, obviously, and then like Derek and the Dominoes.
All right.
But there's 12 million other
But that's
records
all
that
right. No, but that's all right. Yeah, that's good.
That's a solid start.
That's
right
a solid 3, and you need to play one of the songs from those records now. Or we're going to put you on a sinking ship.
Let's do.
We're gonna make it real.
Alright, this is one of my favorite Beatles songs.
Yeah. How about it for Eric Bettencourt and Suzanna Choffel, ladies and gentlemen?
So, help me with this one, but I think I'll probably botch the lyrics since you gave me no heads up on it.
You're welcome.
Sorry, we'll start from the top.
When I wake up early in the morning, lift my head, I'm still yawning when I'm in the middle of a dream. Stay in bed, float upstream, please don't spoil my day. I'm miles away, and after all, I'm only sleeping. Everybody seems to think I'm lazy. I don't mind. I think they're crazy, running everywhere at such a speed.
Solid choice.
Chef's kiss.
Could I get a Topo Chico sent up when anybody is near somebody that does those?
I think that deserves like 10 Topo Chicos right there. So.
One's enough.
So Choffel, same goes for you.
Okay, so I was thinking while we were sleeping. I think my 3 would be Blue by Joni Mitchell.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, and oh god, Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life. So,
I mean,
yeah.
3
Yeah.
very solid choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on that note, I don't have any of those songs memorized from those albums, but I have a close second. If I can borrow a capo,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I can do Fleetwood Mac. It's not a song from that album, but it's a song that I know by heart because I sang it on national TV several moons ago. This is a song that I auditioned on The Voice for and made it onto reality television, which was quite not reality. But it was fun. It was a fun little trip, a fun little escapade. But yeah, this is a beautiful song called Landslide that Stevie Nicks and what's that guy's name? I'm just kidding. He wrote, so.
Are we going to do the thing now where we like stare at each other intensely during the song?
Can we?
Yeah, like it's like.
And then she goes, "This is for you, Daddy." I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not weird at all.
No. But isn't that funny though? You see the things of them like, and especially when she's doing Silver Springs and she's like fucking singing
Yes.
straight at Lindsay.
She's intense. She's
Yeah.
intense. Those big brown eyes. I saw her last year at Moody Center. She was amazing.
Yeah.
What was cool about that show is it was like this huge arena show, and she treated it like it was the Saxon pub. It
Like
was
you were in her living room.
Yeah, she was just telling stories and changing capes. We made the joke that like instead of guitar techs like bringing out guitars, they were bringing out capes for her. They were like, "Here's your next cape, Miss Nix." So anyway, she's fabulous. I love her. I took my love and I took it down. I climbed the mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, but the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing? Oh, I've never had that happen so naturally before. That was lovely.
Well, I mean,
Thank you for the
I think-
capo, by the way.
I think they really are. It's one of those things where, I mean, I'm sure they weren't the first people to like live out a romantic drama on stage, but they, and at least stay functional enough to make a few records and you know. But I mean, it's kind of sad how it all panned out in the end, but kind of unsurprising, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's like, I mean, how did they manage to sort of stay all right for as many years as they
Exactly.
did?
So the moral of the story, Ben, is don't get involved with Harmony or Ashley.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I know, I'm good. I'm kind of safe there.
Just kidding. I know.
Harmony,
I know.
I view her like a sister.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ashlyn is gay, so we're good.
Perfect. All right.
No,
So we're good.
it's kind of. I think I'm the poster boy for been there, done that. You know, it's like our good friend Miles Zuniga describes the Austin music scene, and I hate to say it in a manner that makes it sound bad, but it is true. He says that the Austin music scene is it's a slow-moving orgy.
Yeah. It's probably accurate. It's probably accurate.
We've all dated someone that each other knows or has dated as
Exactly.
well. So
There's
it's
like 3
kinda
degrees of separation.
and that's fine. It's the same as, you know, office dating.
Yeah.
You know, and we just don't have to keep it as secret. You know?
We don't have to go to HR.
No, that's right. And then we just end up writing songs about it.
Exactly.
Kind of seems like a good.
It all
idea.
works out exactly. They got some great hits out of their
yeah.
craziness.
Yeah. And you know, we all find a way to still tolerate each other when we bump into one another in town and make it seem as though we still like one another. So it's like.
I have sorry.
No, go. No,
I was
please.
gonna say I have a very important question.
Go on.
Does the kitchen close at 9?
No, I don't know. But if you want to get your food order in, Patrick will sort
Can
it
I
out
get
for
like
you.
some enchiladas? I'm not very picky. Like some chicken enchiladas with like green, like verde or something like verde chicken enchiladas. Can you make that happen?
And I'll
You're
get
amazing.
my
I love
usual
you.
to take away. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. The
I'm easy.
the blood from the adrenal glands of
Oh, is that what
scared,
you do? Yeah.
scared children. Apparently, that's what left-wing people do, isn't it?
I'd like mine from Epstein Island. please.
All right, you're up, Ben.
I read a great thing recently because this isn't open for debate, and I'm not saying that to be restrictive. It's just we've only got 14 minutes left. But they asked Woody Allen how he felt about being a victim of cancel culture, and he went, well, if you've got to be cancelled from any culture, he went, I guess this is a good one, he said, because it's horrible. In this culture that we live in now, that part of it is horrible, because it's not, there's no solution with just saying, well, you're cancelled now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh great, what does that actually mean?
There's no conversation.
No, and there doesn't seem to be any kind of like, there's no levels of, you know, it's like, it seems that Ryan Adams got thrown in the same boat as Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
Just hopefully Ryan Adams won't leave his drink anywhere near Bill Cosby. That was an English joke for you, wasn't it?
You're going to be cancelled after this show, Ben. I'm just
It's
saying.
all right. That's why I say all my favourite people
The
are.
next show will be Ben Jones cancelled.
Yeah.
What a way to go out.
So my song for the Desert Island Discs,
Ryan
I did
Adams.
one last week. It was a Bob Dylan song, but I think I should probably do a Beatles song because it would be disingenuous of me to say that anything else was probably as influential as that. You know, it's like, and I know Eric feels the same about that. You know, it's like, you know,
They have it
they
all.
are the 90s Chicago Bulls of music, aren't they?
Yeah,
You know, it's like
absolutely.
so.
Which one?
And what album is the
Which
important
one?
thing? You can't just
That's
tough,
the
okay.
question. Yeah.
whatever Beatles song you want. That wasn't the rule.
All right, this is a song from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band,
All right.
and it goes like this. I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure if he was from the House of Lords. I saw the film today, oh boy. The English army had just won the war. A crowd of people turned away, but I just had to look. Having read the book, I'd love to turn you Woke up, got out of bed, I dragged a comb across my head. On the way downstairs, I drank a cup. Looking up, I noticed I was late. Grabbed my coat and grabbed my hat. I made the bus in seconds flat. On the way upstairs, I had a smoke. Somebody spoke and I went into a dream. I read the news today, oh boy. 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. And though the holes were rather small, they had to count them all. Now they know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall. I'd love to turn you
Ben Jones, yo.
I think that was a team effort. I think it was definitely a team effort. We got one more. We've got time for two more songs, of which our esteemed guests are going to take those spots to sing. But please, before they play them, please give it up and show love and respect and everything for Eric Bettencourt and Miss Suzanna Choffel. Follow them on their social media thingamabobs. I'm sure Eric will have a single coming out soon. I very much hope, and stay tuned
I'll
for.
be lucky to post on social media soon.
It's true, yeah. And but stay tuned for Suzanna's album announcement. So just like one thing. Do you know what you're going to call the record yet?
Yes, it's actually, I should have said it when I played
No, but
the
that's good
song.
because this feels like
Yeah.
what do you call that? An exclusive.
Exclusive. You're getting an exclusive here tonight. It's called Bird by Bird after the song that I played earlier.
Great.
So yes, Bird by Bird. That was the title track you heard. So yeah, you heard it here.
I like that name.
It's taken from an Anne Lamott book about creative writing, which is a really wonderful book if you're ever stuck or want some advice. And yeah, she makes some wonderful, wonderful metaphors in there. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What you got, Eric?
Let's play that track you sang on. It's, when I first started putting up, I don't know if it was my first single. Somebody asked for 10 Men. I don't remember that. It's a David Mallet song that I posted online. Probably Karen. Did you ask for that?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I don't remember. And yeah, it would be a disaster honestly if I tried. It's a really hard one.
Well, this was great. This is a really great song. Eric sent me a link of it, and I was like, man, this song's so great. Let me sing on it. And wasn't it during COVID? Because I had my little setup. Eric had helped me set up a little mobile studio at home. When I say helped me, he provided everything for it. Yeah, he did. Yeah. So I did the vocals and sent them back to him. So it's a great song.
Nice. I don't remember doing all that. I remember being over there at some point though. I'd forget everything though.
COVID is a blur for
Oh
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So the song's still from the record. E minor though.
Yeah.
My voice is shot here. Lately, time and distance feels like a terrible joke. 'Cause every night we're hanging on the jailhouse phone. The world outside is melting down. The flowers are in bloom, and I swear that someday we'll be standing in the same room, somewhere in these strange times we live in. A weary heart somehow picking up speed. Who knew the end of the world would taste so sweet? Gently locked in orbit, and through the ether we spin. Oh, the distance is closing, the weight is harrowing. You came to me in a vision, I've seen you many times before. Though we were in different stories, you slipped a key under my door. Into these strange times we live in, a weary heart somehow picking up speed, strewn to the end of the earth by uncertainty. The strange times we live in, to pull each other from the wreckage and debris. Who knew the end of the world would taste so sweet? I would taste so sweet. Would taste so sweet. Would taste so sweet. Would taste so sweet. so sweet. One more of those. Yeah. Tastes so sweet. It tastes so sweet. One more. Tastes so sweet. Tastes so sweet.
Eric Bettencourt. Take us home, Suzanna. Thank you so much for being our guests this evening, Mr. Eric Bettencourt, the wonderful Miss Suzanna Choffel.
Ben Jones, of course.
Yes, Ben Jones.
Thank you, Ben.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, please, if anyone sees Barbara Nesbitt, please tell her I didn't drop the baby. You know what I'm saying?
Good old Babs.
Good old Babs.
Man, that song was awesome. Is that out or not out?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That
cool.
was a pandemic song.
That's right. Okay, what's it called?
From the wreckage.
From the wreckage. Okay.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. All right. This is a song for the future, I suppose, because it's it's gonna be on the new album. This one's called My Words. Make sure I'm in the right key here. Okay. I wrote this when I was maybe 2.5 years into motherhood, and my little one was following me around the house, just babbling like an adorable little human being. And I realized one night when I sat down to write, I was like, good Lord, I'm just swimming in her adorable words, and I have nothing to say for myself. So I made myself kind of start really working on writing again. So this was sort of the beginning of a lot of songs. This one's called My Words. And I'm going to have a singing part for y'all at the end, but it's very easy. I remember long ago, pen on paper, I would go till the sun became the moon. Back when I could sleep till noon, so much space inside my mind. And all the time I try to find exactly what I meant to say. Back when I used to sing, ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I used to sing, ooh, ooh, nowadays I run around, chasing after little sounds, taking care of little minds, grabbing on the scraps I find, buried underneath it all, the overflowing waterfall, everything I need to say. I need my words. Where are they? Running in your words. Can't find anybody in my thoughts. Can't hear them swimming in your hearts. I'm drowning and we sing, ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, we all sing, ooh, 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 baby, do you remember long ago, dancing till our skin would glow, till the moon became the sun? Back when we could sleep till one, so much space inside our minds, and all the time to try to find exactly what we meant to say. I need my words. Where are they? Running in your words. Can't find them. I need my thoughts. Can't hear them swimming in your thoughts. I'm drowning and we sing, ooh, 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 ooh. What we all sing, ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry, here we go. Eric. What you got? Y'all give it up for these guys playing their awesome guitars up here, making me sound better. All right, here's where everybody in the house comes in. You can sing low if you need
That's our show for you, folks.
Thanks, y'all. Thank you
The
so
wonderful
much.
Miss Suzanna Choffel, Mr. Eric Bettencourt. Barbara Nesbitt will be back.